Tom.
And I'm Molly.
Welcome to Friends at Gameology, hosted by MoonlightCrew.com.
Reviews for science.
In 7 minutes or less. Gear and Piston, a quirky car game. Not card, car. Like driving, like steering. So...
That's how I drive.
I know. Okay, so in this game you're trying to score the most points to win, and you're doing that by building a first-generation car of sorts. It's a very steampunky kind of game. And
you can't tell what this is, but
it's an
engine, I think.
It's an engine. It's a brass engine, which I think is steam-powered. So points are always variable. I've just got 3 of these investors here, but there's all sorts of different ones, so every game is going to be kind of different. This one gives you points for different icons that you build for like comfort and range and power. This one says for the person who has the least volatility, like the best running car, they get 3 points. This one says for the most, I think, comfort. You get whoever has the most comfort, he'll invest in your car and give you 2 extra points. So besides that, you get points for each contiguous piece of your car. Let's see, that is the same color. So these are 2 brass pieces. Is that a brass piece?
Yes.
So that would be worth 3 points at the end if it was your longest contiguous piece orthogonally. I wonder if anyone besides gamers say orthogonally.
It's a great word.
I know, I love it.
We should use it more.
So on your turn, you can, if let's say I'm black and Molly's white, I can place my little player token here on any of these spots.
Just gears.
Yeah, and then Molly would place, and then I would place, and then she would place. And as you do that, you're claiming different actions in a worker placement style game. And so then the turn plays through, and then you go through the actions, and you say, with this action, I get to pick one of these pieces to put in my hand, and with this action, I can pick 2 of these pieces, and with this action, I can build things. And so you'll be building your car on your tableau, and it has several requirements, and if you don't meet those requirements, you get parts from the junk heap, which give you more volatility and will lower your score. Simplicity versus complexity.
I think this game is fairly simple. You're trying to build a car. Then there are a few symbols, but they have the symbols here. So you don't really need to know if it's an engine or a fuel source, but for flavor, it tells you right here what these symbols mean, and it tells you what you need of those. And so these symbols match the symbols that are on these cards, as do these symbols, which are the ones that tell you what kind. Are you building a comfort or a different type to go along with these investors? So I think it's pretty simple. You need to build your car, you take a piece, and you build it. I mean, there's different actions to do. This one lets you take pieces, this one lets you build them. So your worker placement, your things here, and then you're building a car. I think it's pretty simple.
It's possible that I'm not that great of a teacher, but when we taught this game last, people kept having a lot of questions. There's a lot of little rules that you got to remember and
there's
how things
symbols,
work.
Maybe?
Well, axles support everything on either side. You have to have 2 of them. You can build 2 pieces of your car, and you can put them together at any time, and it's a free action. But I'm just saying, there's a bunch of little rules that you have to remember that matter to the game.
Yeah.
So it's a little more complex, but once you play once, you will get it. Luck versus strategy.
Depending on the number of players, I think this game has a good amount of luck, because if you're going to go for a green car, you've got to have all the right green pieces so that it works. And if you don't happen to get one of those because someone else is going for green too, or they take it because they know you're going for it. So there's some luck, but I think there's a good amount of strategy. If you start off green and you see that it's not available, switch to something else. It won't count against you if you're able to build it correctly, so just switch it. It'll be fine. So I think there's a good amount of strategy. This helps with the strategy as well, like when you're what you're going to do on your turn, and you can even try to be last so you can be first the next time. So
this game is so quick. Even though I felt like it would be a longer kind of Euro-style game, no, it is very fast. And because of that, it's nearly impossible to build the perfect car.
Yep.
And because of that, I mean, it is possible if everyone around you plays kind of dumb, but I mean,
don't play with those people.
They'd have to be trying to throw the game. So you will make a bad car. And because of that, you'll be drawing these tiles. Well, this has 1 volatility on there. This one doesn't have any, and this one has 2. I drew 2 zeros. And the person to my left drew 2 2s.
Yeah.
I didn't go down, and they went down by 4 points. Yeah. And when the winner has 16 points, 4 points is big. So there is some amount of luck in this game that you cannot mitigate. Or if you try to mitigate it, even then, I just don't think you can, because it's going to be so difficult to build your car. Having said that, there's a lot of fun strategy in this game, and as you try to get the pieces you want and steal pieces from other people, or maybe one of these requirements so well that you don't even have to worry about the other two investors. There's some strategy here. Fun versus boring. This game is fun. It's quirky. It's got a like a whimsical theme that you're inventing these old-timey cars with. When you get to go to the junkyard, every piece matches some piece here. This is gears and a steering wheel and whatnot.
It's everything.
You have your patent office and your back alley where you can make shady deals and your workshop and the investors all change and you have these like kind of kooky pieces that go on the cars and whatnot. It's fun. I like taking the actions. I like moving around and seeing what everyone else is doing and trying to gauge where do I need to go to make the best one, but I'll have to sacrifice another place because I can't go twice in a row. I like this game. I think it's pretty fun.
I think this game is fun as well. I like the theme. I don't necessarily like cars as a theme, but I like the way they did it in this game. You've got this deck, which is like the Pristine Deck, and you've got this deck, which is probably what I more would go for, which is the less
cheaper
pristine,
junk.
But it's a little bit more expensive as far as points go. You lose points. So I like that theme. I think it's pretty fun, and it's really quick because whenever this stack is over, and you're gonna get 6 new ones every single turn, then the game's over. So it's a limited number of turns, and it's just real quick. So I think it's pretty fun. BGG rating, I'd probably give it 6.
7.
Oh. Every time we get to multiples of 500 subscribers, we give away a free glitter painting of your favorite superhero icon. So make sure to subscribe now.
Because it could be you that wins.
Gear and Piston, we've presented the evidence.
You be the judge.